How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's the question. That's the one thing, the one sentence I've been thinking about today. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? I'm asking you, how do you want it that bad? Is it that much of a good thing for you to get? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want success? Are you willing to bleed for it? Are you willing to cry for it? Are you willing to crawl for it? Are you willing to scratch a solid wall with your nails for it? Are you willing to punch until your knuckles bleed? Are you willing to walk until your feet bleed? Are you willing to keep on fighting until you feel like your body is about to collapse? How bad do you want it? That's the question. That's the question of today. That is the sermon of this lovely Sunday morning. How bad do you want it? See, if you ask yourself that question, if I don't have to ask you that question, if you ask yourself that question of how bad you want it, how bad you want to have it, I'm telling you, the answer that'll come out of your mouth is, I want it so bad, I don't even know how bad I want it. I don't know how bad I want success, but I know I want it. I want success. I want greatness. I want achievement, accomplishment. But I'm not just talking about money. It's not about money. It's about the passion too. Your passion will tell how bad you really want it. But the question is, we still go back to it. How bad do you want it? How important is it to you? How bad do you want it? And you cannot answer me that question and then and then you procrastinate a few minutes later. You cannot tell me that you want it so bad you can taste it, but then when it's time for you to do the work, you procrastinate and then you start coming up with excuses, trying to do something else instead of doing the work that you're supposed to do. That's not how bad you want it. So how bad do you want it? If you want it that bad, you wouldn't quit. If you want it that bad, you wouldn't be crying right now. If you want it that bad, you wouldn't be complaining right now. So how bad do you want it? Really? Is that how bad you want it? Look, you may say to me, I want it, but life doesn't want to let me have it. And then I would ask you, why doesn't life want you to have it? Because I've tried, I've failed 2 times, I've failed 3 times, I've failed 4 times. So I feel like this is something that life doesn't want me to have. So I want it, but I just cannot have it because life is standing in the way of it. Life is simply trying to find out how bad you want it. Life is not trying to stop you from getting what you want. An obstacle is not there in front of you to stop you from getting what you want. An obstacle is a way of life trying to see how bad you want it. Because people know how to talk. You guys can talk. Oh my God, you know how. You could talk for days if you had to talk about the life that you want to have. You could talk for days if you want to talk about how much money you want to have. You could talk for days if you wanted to talk about the kind of life that you want to live. But when it comes down to sitting down, to buckling down and actually doing what you're supposed to do to get that life, you don't do it. You don't take the action. So life got smart. Life is very smart. Life would come to you and say, you know what, I'm gonna give you this challenge. I'm gonna give you this obstacle. And this obstacle is gonna be your defining moment. It's gonna be the moment that defines whether you really want it that bad or you're just talking about it. Are you all talk and no action, or are you actually gonna talk about it and then be about it? Don't just talk about it, be about it. So how bad do you want it? A person who wants it that bad, a person who would want it as bad as they would want to breathe every single day, never quits. A person who would want it as bad as they would want to breathe every single day, they never let any challenge take them down. A person who would want it that bad, they would let life knock them down. Yes, oh life, you can knock me down, but you will never knock me out. That's how bad a person who wants it badly would want it. I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's just how it is. If you want it that bad, you never stay down. If you want it that bad, you never oversleep. If you want it that bad, you never let it consume you. You never let the fear consume you. You never let the disappointment consume you. You never let the failure consume you. You never let the challenge knock you down if that's how bad you want it. So how bad do you want it? How important is it to you? Your defining moment is the challenge that you're facing right now. Life is just trying to see how bad you want it. If it's that important to you, you're not going to quit. If it's that important to you, you're not going to cry about it. If it's that important to you, you're going to do something about it. Even if it doesn't feel right for the first 2 tries, you're going to keep on going until it feels right. Champions keep on moving until they get it right. That's what we do. Champions never die, they multiply. We keep it 20 times 5 every single day. Keep it 100 every single day. That's how bad we want it. We know. Life is going to kick our asses. Life is going to beat the shit out of us. Life is always going to be beating you're going to get the daylights beaten out of you every single day as you keep on going after this dream of yours. But how bad you want it will be the defining moment of whether you quit or you keep on going. That'll be the defining moment of your life. If you are a champion, it's going to be very visible to us, to us and the rest of the world, how bad you really want it. So I'm advising you right now, if you keep on saying that you want this in your life, you keep on saying you want that in your life, but you say, I cannot get it because life is standing in the way of that. Life is not standing in the way of that. Life is just trying to see how bad you want it. It's just trying to see if you're really serious about it. It's just trying to create a moment that would be your defining moment. A moment where you'll be given 2 choices, whether to quit or to keep on going. Any choice you take will define you as a person. It will define how bad you want it. It will define your future. It will define the type of man or woman you would want to be. Now, if you quit, we'll see how you are. We'll see that you're all talk and no action. You're a big dog, but you're all bark and no bite. If you stay on the path, however, if you stay with the discipline, if you keep on taking action, if you keep on getting back up after getting knocked down over 5 times, 10 times, now that will tell us that you're one of the greats. You're a champion. A champion is not a champion by how much he achieves. A champion is a champion by how much he got knocked down, but still got back up to fight. When you win, that's when we'll say, oh, you're a champion, because we're not looking at what you won. We're not looking at that. We're looking at how many times you got knocked down, but then you still got back up to fight until you got it. So you have 2 choices, to quit or to keep on going. Those 2 choices will actually determine how bad you really want it. So I'm asking you again, how bad do you want it? How important is it to you? Is it really that important to you that you wouldn't quit? Or is it that less essential to you that you would actually just quit and say, this is too much? How bad do you want it? Ask yourself that question as you're about to begin your week. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? That's the question that I'm asking you. How bad do you want it?